And welcome back to the interview studio here in Berlin. Team Liquid grabbed their first win here in group stage, and I have Broxah with me to talk about the game. Congratulations first, Broxah. I mean, when you look at everything for TL in group so far, this game looked more in line to what can be expected from you when it comes to drafting, core JJ on roaming, engaged champs. Talk me through the draft and also the execution setups here. Who made you successful?
First of all, this is this is an interesting interview for me to do. I've done some emotional interviews in the past, but right now I'm almost shaking. This win was so important. I was so nervous coming into the game, and I'm so happy we managed to beat G2. There's still hope. But yeah, in terms of drafts, I think there's no doubt that the draft we had yesterday was a difficult one to play, and Suning abused it in any way possible. We barely got to even play the game. And coming into today, being 0-2, we had a serious team discussion, and we decided to change the mindset a bit, because in general, I think we didn't come in with the right mindset, the right preparation, and the right approach to the first two games, and I think that showed. But now we just came into it saying, guys, this is do or die. There's like at this point, we shouldn't even feel pressured anymore. We have nothing to lose anymore. We just go in there, play the game, fight them. You know, we know G2 wants to fight. We're just going to fight them back. We're going to outplay them, and we're going to win playing their game. And it seemed like it worked.
Yeah, it worked, but it's interesting, your approach. I want to know more about the mindset and everything that led you to this victory today, because coming after play-in, I thought that you guys were riding a momentum, right? You were super dominant in play-in, very aggressive. So what were the main differences between play-ins and the main stage and the difficulties you've been through?
I'm not sure what exactly the main difference is. Honestly, I think part of what happened the past 2 days also happened in play-ins against the INTC, because in that game it was kind of similar. We never had the ball in our hands, so to speak, and they just made all the players, and we kept trying to respond, but we never found our footing, and that kind of happened these previous 2 days. And yeah, now we were just like, oh, guys, this can't be right. This can't happen anymore. And we just came in, with a fresh mindset. As I said, nothing to lose anymore. So we just go hard or go home, hope for the best. And our draft was a bit different, sure. I think the draft might be part of it, but I think how we played as a team, how we played individually was just as much of a big part.
When you think about group stage as a whole, draft, execution, in-game setups and everything, what makes a difference this year? Is it more about the draft? Is it more about how you play afterwards as a team? What do you point as the most important aspect in the meta and the way the game is shaped right now?
I think the draft has always been an important factor, but right now, the way that teams approach the draft and approach the meta is pretty different than the previous worlds. Right now, the draft is a lot centered around farming junglers, playing around the jungler, putting the jungler in a position to carry. And oftentimes in the past, this has been a bit different, where the world's meta would be like ganking junglers, or where you would play around a specific lane. But here it's a bit of a different style. And it's a bit different than how we used to play over in North America. So we've had a bit of an adaptation to do, but luckily enough, we've also shown that we are capable of playing the style, and we just need to become a lot more consistent at it really fast, because we don't have many more games to go in group stage.
Yeah, but you have 1 day off to rest now and get ready for the second round robin, Broxah. So I wish you good luck for that, and looking forward to seeing you in 2 days.
Thank you.
And thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Now back to you, Shox.